Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start on this paint booth, and I've made a few decisions. One is not to do the container. It's gonna be right here. I have checked on permits. I don't need a permit. I've double checked on the setback and confirmed that it needs to be 10 feet off of my property line, which is that fence right there. And I have 25 feet from there to there. So I'm gonna go 12 feet. I think this is, I pulled this at 10. So anyway, whatever it is, I'm gonna go 12 or 14. I'm not sure. I'm gonna double check it. But the question is about the concrete. I'm gonna borrow my friend's tractor and with a front end loader and scoop about 1 inch of this out. It's gonna be 4 inches thick. I had a lot of problems when I had got the concrete for this. One is they had a minimum, charge, and I didn't meet that, and so they charged me some kind of extra premium, and I doubt this will meet it either. And two, it took them like 3 or 4 weeks before they could get me in. In fact, it might have been even longer than that. The day they were supposed to come, they called and said they couldn't come. It'd be another day, and kept pushing it off. And then the whole experience, some of you remember all the problems I had with the dry load of concrete that showed up here that was barely would come out of the chute. So what I'm gonna do is, you guys know, many of you have mentioned it, I've thought about doing it, to getting a concrete mixer to make a tumbler out of it. So I thought I'd just go ahead and get one and use it to mix up my own concrete and do it in sections. Just come out here in the afternoons and do 3-4 hours worth, maybe quit at about 3 o'clock in the shop and come out here and work until about 7 or 8 or whatever, dark, and just do it as in sections, and that way it'd be really easy to mix up and manage, and when you try to work all this concrete by yourself, you can't do it. It's just impossible, or at least I couldn't do it. I'm not that skilled at it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a paint booth. It doesn't need to be perfectly smooth or anything like that. I'd like it to be pretty nice, but so that's my question. What do you guys think? The other option would be to call a contractor and get them to just come out and give me a bid to do the whole thing, a concrete contractor. But I don't know that they would even want a job like this, because they get really big jobs, and I doubt they'd want to mess with it, and it would probably be quite expensive to have somebody do that. That would be nice if I could get that done relatively quickly and it wasn't that much money, but I don't really mind doing it. It's not super hot here yet. It's gonna be, but if I can get this done in the next few days, I can get it done before all the weather comes in, the heat here, and doing it in the evenings wouldn't be too bad, although the mosquitoes are out here. But if anybody got a compelling reason not to do it myself, if not, I'm just going to go ahead and get started on it. So this will be question number 1. I'm going to have 2 other videos coming up behind it. All right, guys, let me know what you think.